So wait, you got a title fight.
Yeah.
Up. Bro, this shit is crazy. Already, like you just wrapped up one fight, boom, straight into the title picture.
Yep.
Is it Sam?
Sam Kei. So I've seen him around before. I think he was
PFL.
He fought. I think he got released from the PFL. I don't know. He might be going back into it. But yeah, he was like a Hex. I think he was a Hex champion. A heavyweight champion. I
think he was heavyweight. Yeah.
He won it at heavyweight a while back, and he knocked out the guy I tried to call out, Ricky Beechin.
Right.
So he won that in like the first 10 seconds or something.
Oh shit.
Right. Yeah. So from all the tape I've seen of him, he looks to be like a really, really good boxer.
Yeah.
I've
seen some videos as well. He's good. He's got
very
good
patient
hands
as well. Patient type of guy.
Yeah. Very heavy hands, and probably like my first like real elite opponent who's been on. Like, I mean, he fought Juan Adams, who was in the UFC on PFL. So you know the kind of caliber of opponents he's fought is obviously better than mine. Yeah. But I think it was interesting. It's one of those ones where it's like you got the elite guys. I mean, you see it in UFC all the time. Like, you got that fighter who's obviously not like the best of the elite fighters, but has fought that competition. So he's been in the top ranks. He knows what it's like out there. Versus obviously a young comer, up and comer that hasn't fought the best, those kind of guys, but is like obviously shows skill and on the come up, prodigy and stuff like that. So it's a good matchup for the fans and obviously the test for me. But this is what I've been waiting for all these years. You know, I think the whole country's been behind me in that, and it would be my first test. So
we were talking about this. I was sounding like this guy looks like going to be Nav's like hottest.
I was talking too. Like
so far.
I feel like in MMA so far, I feel like this guy will be that test, and I 100% believe that you're going to pass with flying colors because I was even telling my brother, I was like, once Nav fights this guy and he beats him, this from here forward, it's going to be these calibers of guys that he's going to continuously get. You know what I mean? Because you're most likely going to jump into the UFC. Something to do with the UFC after you win this belt. That's for sure. You're knocking on that door already. Yeah,
we're trying to start that campaign, basically just kind of copying Kevin's route. You know, 2 quick fights on Hex. Make a lot of noise and then just being like, fuck UFC, bro.
I
beat everyone, bro.
I'm
number one, bro. What else do you need? You know?
Facts, bro. Facts. Talk that shit. That's the thing, though. But it's facts, though. It's facts because what else? Like you're 3-time king and 2-time king of the ring champion.
Yeah, I won 2 King of the Rings.
And then you won that.
You ever do in kickboxing?
Yeah,
bro.
You've got those belts, which is not easy. That's a 3-man competition. A lot of people don't realize as well. It's a 3-man competition. You won that twice. Izzy's won that 3 times. Bloods has won it twice, I think. You know, Carlos as well. Like, so it's not an easy competition to win. So you've got 2 of those. And now when you do beat this guy in Hex and you get that title. Fuck yeah! What else is next? UFC's next.
Yeah,
because
you know I'm pretty much. I looked at the ranking. It's not a very active ranking, but I was like number 2 behind Cobb, who doesn't fought like heavyweight. Since like years ago, when he was real active. So ideally, like realistically, I am number 1.
Yeah, you're the number 1 guy
in that division. I think this fight will obviously put me at the number 1 for typology.
This fight will propel you for sure. And what next? Like UFC, like what more do they want? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this
I've done all the hype, all the programming, my brand. I've done all
and you've done all the work. You've done the work. You know what I mean? It's not like he skipped the work or nothing. It's not a shortcut or nothing. You've done the work. You called out everyone there is in Australasia to fight you. You literally have. And anyone that stepped up, you've already cleaned them out. So far, everyone that's stepped up. And now this guy's stepping up. And once you get through this guy, that's it. That's you.
Do you know if like Sean Shelby or Mick Maynard knows about you? Like, do you know like there's
I mean, I don't know too much of it, but I know that Ash and obviously Eugene, they've talked to him. They've there's like obviously. So it's like not just me. It's not just me. It's obviously Bear and I think Cam and stuff because like obviously me and Bear are kind of new to the MMA. They want to see like obviously more layers. So you just ideally like you're looking at Contender series to prove yourself.
That'll be sick. That'll be
which is cool. But obviously, I want to just be like, fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
straight, get me straight in there,
You know what I mean?
First right around the corner.
Bro.
And it's like less admin for obviously the UFC, like
yeah.
flying guys over from America or me to America. Just chuck us on the early prelim and on Perth, you know. What's stopping
How far away is
from
Perth from this fight, the Hex fight?
So June. And then August.
August, 2 months away.
So 2 months, I'll be able to get in a healthy, like, couple weeks off.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, if they can get you something, why not? Because like imagine that you get that title and then boom, they surely they can find you something. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll be pretty much training up for Contenders anyways.
Yeah.
So because that starts up around August, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah, I heard Dana White talking about it today.
Yeah.
That's like 10 weeks from every Wednesday. So like every Wednesday, it's like. They'll do Contender week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5.
Like 6
and
weeks or something like that. Yeah.
It's I think it's 10 every year. Oh. So it's 10 weeks every year on a Wednesday, and they run like 4 to 5, sometimes 6 fights of like obviously guys trying to get in.
Yeah.
Usually like I watch like all the light heavyweight guys in every season that has happened, and it's all like Brazilian guys and stuff like that. So I'd probably find someone from Brazil or someone prospect, and they got a lot of like big records, but like I definitely believe some of them are padded because you see like 11-1, and then they go out there and they just like
then it doesn't reflect.
You know,
it doesn't reflect.
It's. But I think it's obviously they're on that side of the world where they fucking live and breathe fighting in Brazil. So they get to obviously fight, whoever's around. But yeah, obviously mine will be smaller, but having the kickboxing pedigree behind me is going to help, and obviously being at the infamous kickboxing, I can kind of go in off the wave, and then I mean, look, they'll be looking at like how Carlos got in, he came in 3-1, and how well he's doing now. Bro.
And that's
Carlos,
the thing.
man.
Shout out to Carlos,
bro. Crazy, bro.
Brother, that check hook is crazy.
I was watching it with the boys, and I was like, bro, what the game plan was this?
This motherfucker just came out. I was like,
I rate him in the field, like, and then I saw him fight like that.
I rate him too. Like, he's pretty good. You know what I mean? He's fucking good.
He just came out like really anxious. Like, fuck it, I just.
Oh, he thought he probably. Honestly, I feel like he didn't respect Carlos enough. Because you don't just run someone down like that like a dummy.
He just hoped like I'll get him. I need to get him.
He was like, I'm just gonna crack him with this one, you know?
Yeah, he probably thought that.
I don't know. If that was the coach's ideas or something.
Bro, I don't think the coach was told. Bro, just run it straight.
It was just like a short turn and then just. Fully turned him, man, and then just smoked him, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. It was like he threw a long check hook and then he threw a short one. Boom! That was the one, that little short one.
And then once he got up, and
then that was it.
When your back's on the cage, you can't really pull away.
There's no pulling away, bro.
You just got forward, right and left. You don't have back.
Facts.
He was like up here. So
bro, and those small and Carlos and those small gloves, fuck that.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fuck that. Jay.
It's really hard to obviously measure him in sparring because he's not trying to like flatline you. He's like a little more methodical when he's sparring. But
man, those hooks when I saw them, I'm like, bro, imagine being the end of those. Fuck that.
Man, he's finished like what 3 people with left hooks. That's crazy. Like, just
bro, I think he was saying he's like, fuck, I just want like some good fights.
I
reckon the last guy he fought was good, the Asian guy.
He was
I forgot his name. It was a Korean dude or something. But
he knocked him out and choked him out.
Bro. What can Carlos do, bro? What can this dude do, bro?
He's really good with his left side and his jab. And it feels like he's right in front of you, but he's really like far away, so it's like a bit of a deception.
He knows how to stay along, and he's very good at his range. He just knows where he needs to be to land. And those guys can't land on him.
It's interesting style. Like.
He's got so much power in that jab too, because that fight when he fought that Korean guy, his jabs were like fucking pistons, bro. Like pop,
he was only throwing like. Like jabs only.
Because at that point I think there was something wrong with his leg or his foot or something.
He had like a. He thought it was like gout or something. But I think he said it was like a staph infection or something.
Oh no shit!
But it was it was on the bone, maybe.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but he was telling me, and it was real. It was causing him a lot of pain there.
You had like a leg injury as well when your MMA debut against James?
Yeah. So I fought for the world title, first world title in kickboxing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's when you won that belt.
I fought for the world title 2 weeks before that, and it was 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And I checked like a lot of kicks and got checked a lot of the time, and bro, my shins felt like they were like just soft. Yeah. Like it was like they were like really trying to still heal. Yeah. I threw like one kick on the pads, and I was like, that's alright. I'll just save it, and then I use a lot of my kicks to set up my hands, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't even know if I want to throw any hands right now because I don't know where he is. And it didn't help. Like they had like this black. It wasn't canvas. It was like a weird material in the cage.
Was it slippery?
And it was super slippery. I threw like one push kick, and I put my foot back on the floor. And my like foot started sliding all over.
Oh shit!
Because I was watching all the fights, and I'm like, why does everyone look like stuck in the mud? Like I was watching all the fights beforehand, and then when I got out there, I like, bro, literally, because I'm like warm, I'm like kind of like sweaty in the feet. Yeah. I put my feet on the mat. I'm like, it's like slippery as. So then I'm like, we touch gloves. I'm fainting. And I like can't feel my feet under me. I'm sliding. And I could tell because he didn't want to go either. He's like fainting, and he can't. He couldn't feel. I don't know. I remember asking Ollie, like, do you remember that night? Like fighting, was it slippery? And he said the same thing.
Oh no shit.
It was a weird one, but I noticed they changed the canvas when I fought on it next.
The canvas was different.
A year later, and then I was like, oh, this is way better. Like,
they probably got complaints. Everyone probably
I was thinking that, because it was like crazy slippery, bro. Yeah, didn't want to throw a kick or nothing.
But at least but that fight I was impressed because like you got to show your wrestling. You know what I mean? Like people thought it was just a kickboxer, and then all of a sudden like you just out wrestled him the whole time.
Was that 5 rounds? No, it was 3.
That was
3 rounds.
3 fives?
3 5s, yeah.
3 5s, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Pretty much. Obviously, I don't want to just be like a specialist, kind of like Israel. I want to be a more well-rounded fighter. So pretty much for the last three years since I got into MMA, I've just been wrestling non-stop. Like you never really see me hit pads of anyone, bro.
Definitely. I seen him doing so much work, bro. Like so much wrestling work, and also like you've been competing in jiu-jitsu and you've been smoking people.
That's right.
Bro, been smoking people in jiu-jitsu, bro. That's crazy.
I think it's getting a little bit hard now because obviously everyone knows who I am in MMA. And I was in New Zealand as a whole. Like I'm getting there, and people are like scared to grapple.
Right.
I'm like, bro, it's not a fight. We're grappling. You're probably better than me at it, but I think it's just a different demeanor. Like fighters and jiu-jitsu guys, they're just like not there to fight. They're there to have fun. And
that's why you feel like you're gonna hurt them.
Exactly. So there's that. I never really take that, even the wins. Like I'm just like, it is what it is.
I feel you.
I guess for you, it's not a fight. It's not necessarily a fight winner.
It's just fun. It's fun. It's fun. Like it's not. But I definitely compete like it's like life or death. So they feel
for sure.
The energy.
Oh shit! Now
my first time getting into jiu-jitsu, bro. I'm like nervous as. I remember my first comp years ago. Yeah. I'm there, and I done jiu-jitsu for about 6 months, and I remember like I never tapped anyone out in training before ever, because obviously I'm not going full on. I was like real nervous because obviously I wanted to do well. I get to like my division, and it was like round robin, so you get to play everyone.
Round robin.
Roll with everyone. Yeah. And bro, I'm like watching everyone warm up, and they're doing like crazy like drills. They're doing like crazy drills. Well, the only thing I'd ever done was like a couple of shrimps, just some shrimping, just a few shrimping and some forward rolls, bro. They were doing like all these like weird swimming like techniques, bro. And I was like, fuck. I was looking at my name, like, bro, these guys are elite, bro. Like, they're not white belts, bro. Bro, I ended up smashing everyone, bro.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Just with basics, I did. I like took them down and got managed to submit all of them. So
and I feel like the wrestling would have helped that a lot, getting those takedowns too.
Yeah,
because it's different. Jiu-jitsu and wrestling is different because like you know how to take down.
Gritty, it's like more grit to it, and I think like jiu-jitsu is it's like the gentle art. So everyone's like trying to take the easiest route, and sometimes the easiest route is like. It's you don't really work hard for it. It's like kind of cheap.
Yeah,
it's kind of cheap, and they look for the cheap options. Wrestling where you gotta like really dig deep, work hard.
Oh, here comes the jiu-jitsu guys. Oh, go shit.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm a fan of both. Like, I'm,
for sure.
I've never been like one favored to one. I think that obviously helps.
I think combination, like you know what I mean, especially for MMA. Yeah. The combination of both is, you're lethal.
Yeah, you see like the guys that do really well in the game is like they have a respect for all arts.
100%. Yeah.
I almost like don't like MMA fighters when they feel like I've got good this and good boxing. That's the one that like people get away with it.
Yeah.
But you peel back the layers and you get off like. That they like almost limit themselves. So if you show them like high level kicking and obviously jiu-jitsu on top of like decent boxing and wrestling, I just think you'll beat those guys 100% out of the time.
For sure. And I feel like it's only because when you get to that elite. Like you gotta have everything complete. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it can only take you so far. If you're a specialist in one thing and then you have okay with everything else, you can only get so far before you know.
The cream of the crop will always be like those guys like I don't know, like the John Jones, the GSPs, the guys that are like well rounded everywhere, not just one dude just going for grappling or boxing.
Yeah,
or
facts.
whatever.
Facts. GSP is definitely a very good example.
Yeah.
Of
super
that.
well rounded.
Fucking Mighty Mouse. You know what I mean?
Mighty Mouse as well. They're like, I think like we're still in the era of like specialists, but I heard even Eugene was saying like, we're slowly getting past that. Like guys that are
the new wave
everywhere, strikers, wrestlers.
Yeah, from the jump, from the time they're kids.
I mean, I was just gonna bring up a good example is Nixon. Like, look at that. Bro, he can strike and wrestle the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, he's got a promising career. He's like, super young, so there's no need to push him too hard. Just getting him the fights and.
I literally, he dropped me off today after our last spider, because we're fighting next Sunday. I was just talking to him in the car and I told him like, bro, like I'm excited for your future. Like, you're only 18 years old, bro. Like just fuck. I can't wait till you're like 24. You're gonna be throwing people to the moon, bro. Straight up.
Just guiding him through it, because he's got like a lot of mentors and stuff 100%. Like that.
And he's always in the gym. He's staying in the gym, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? He's always there. He's doing his work. So definitely a promising career for that kid, man. I can't wait to see that guy.
When you get into the UFC, okay, right now, who is the guy in the UFC light heavyweight where you're eyeing?
I think I've seen a few good guys coming into light heavyweight, and even the guys that no one knows about. Like I forgot like some of their names, but they're like right in there. Obviously, the guy that just beat Tyson is someone I've kind of like would love to fight.
Vito Petrino.
Anthony Smith just beat him as well.
I didn't actually see that fight. What happened?
I did not know.
He
choked him up,
and then he got the guillotine.
He got the
guillotine. Someone said there was something weird, but because I think Petrino's about my age. He's around 26.
Right. Oh no way!
Right,
Oh shit! I didn't realize it was that.
He's like I think he was undefeated until
Smith.
Until Smith. He was like 9-0 or something.
Obviously, like. All the fans they're like, oh bro, you and Pereira will be the one. I think it's a long time for me to obviously when you think about.
I don't know if he'll be around by the time.
I reckon he might even be finished.
I reckon he probably would be
finished by the time I'm like on the way onto there. But it's cool to talk about.
Definitely like dream matchups for sure. I was talking to my brother like I think Los and Pereira would be good.
Oh yeah, bro.
I think he's not that far. To be fair, I don't think he's that far. I think a couple more fights and we'll be in there because like he just beat Menefield. Who's next? Like Blachowicz maybe? And then he gets one more guy and that's it. I think
Blachowicz or even what's his name? Prohaska would be good.
I reckon
he shuts the lights out. Prohaska. I feel like people are letting them get going again like quite early, you know. Like,
Burrow was calling for him the second time around.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, he was like, I want to fight Jiu second time around. I'm like, bruh, what? Uncle Ive's waiting for you in the wings, brother. Don't duck that shit.
Uncle Ive's one that a lot of guys are ducking.
He's definitely ducking. Like, how you call Jiu back for the second time around? Like, Uncle Ive is waiting.
Uncle Ive's there. Obviously, like, for all these boys, it's like they're all like foreigners, eh? So, UFC like trying to push them, and Alex Pereira seems to be a fan favorite just because of his like banter.
He's smart. He knows what he's doing.
He does know what he's doing.
And everything he knows. He makes it seem like he's like nonchalant.
I don't care about
there's not someone capturing it. They think he's funny, and obviously he's doing pretty well. I actually rate it. I rate it.
I like him now. Like, he's funny as shit. Like I like the shit he's doing. Like, it's crack up. Because he's playing into it now. You know when he was emoting. I was like, this dude.
He's even got getting some young guys influence him.
Bro's a fucking comedian now.
Everyone like puts on a post. Oh, bro, you versus Pereira would be good.
I reckon, bro. Like, fuck up.
In my mind, I thought you against Jiri would be fucking.
That would be fire.
Jiri doesn't know how to check leg kicks. He just destroys leg
kicks. I think I'd be a little bit more urgent in some of the areas that I see, like in the weaknesses. But I mean, time will tell.
When it comes to it, it'll come to it.
My goal, like for the past 3 years, was just being like. I remember hearing Brad Riddell was talking about it years ago, and he was like, pretty much as soon as you get to UFC, you need to be good enough, have the skills, and be good enough to be fighting for a title, the UFC title, from the jump. Like, guys are so good nowadays, you don't know who they're going to match you up with. You don't want to be obviously this guy's journeyman, you know, so you want to be elite from the get-go. So my whole plan was to just be like, I know everyone wants me in the UFC like now, but I want to be so good in my head, like everywhere, so that like as soon as I get there,
you're good to go.
I feel good to go. And right now is where I think this year was when I felt like I was like, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to compete for a world title. I know, like, being realistically, that's not going to happen, but just being ready for it, you know, ready for it at all times to fight the best guys straight away. So now is like just showing that to everyone, like, oh, I am ready, you know. Hopefully the UFC sees that.
I'm sure they will. You know what I mean? Like, they have to. You know what I mean? Especially at light heavyweight division, in Australasia. Like, what more? You already got the Hex title. That's it. You know what I mean? At least, if not straight into the UFC, at least the Contender series. You know what I mean? You can work your way from there.
And the title can come so quick. Look at Steve Usyk.
Anything can happen, bro. Like,
boom, title shot.
You know,
it's like,
it's insane, to see like that many people off the radar. Close to the title. And he just slides right there. Almost wins it.
And that's what I mean. I was just gonna say to his point. Like, you know, when you feel like you're ready to compete, that's why Usyk was. He only no one gets the title shot after 3 fights and performs that way. Because that means he been ready from the jump. You know what I mean? Just like what he said. So
like everyone in the UFC is like legit, bro. Like, even though you're not seeing might not seem like it, but everyone has the skills, like to be a title contender. I mean, look at lightweight and welterweight. You know, even like obviously Kelvin as well. He'd be like, have the skills to fight Hamza Chimaev and all these big welterweights. You know, it's more so just the hype game. You know, and obviously having the rep behind you.
That's it.
It's just what you're doing is smart. You know, streaming the fights.
I was just gonna get to that. I wanted to get to your streaming as well, but also, like, man, shout out to Kevin. I know, like, keep your head up. I know that was so ratchet, bro.
I've been with him. We were supposed to fight on the same card. And he cut all this weight, bro. And you just like, oh, bro, you better hope your guy doesn't pull out. And he's just like, fuck up, cunts, bro. You know, he's like, don't tell me something. And his French voice, bro. I'm sitting there cracking. And then he's like on the phone call, bro. He was like, you know, he was on the phone call, and I think it was Jason. He was like, oh, you guys pulled out. He's like, no.
Fuck.
And you just like freaking out. Like, bro, he just loves seeing the boys in pain.
Yeah. Bro, I seen videos of when I don't know, I think it was Izzy or whoever was cutting weight. Yeah. And this motherfucker, you just out there just drinking. Drinking in front of him.
Like, I'm there cutting, and he's just like, he comes in, bro. I'm like, you know, my heart's throbbing. He comes in with these 2 cold Pepsis, bro.
Yeah,
and like when you're dehydrated,
that's such
bro,
a sick move,
you see the sweat looking off the
bottle
and the cans, and I'm like looking at him like, fuck, bro.
This motherfucker.
He's like gurgling.
Yeah, his government's like
fucking drips coming down his beard. And all coming down his beard. He's like, you know,
and he's talking shit.
Just pure glutton, bro. You know?
Yeah, and he starts talking shit. Fuck, this is mean, boys. Bro.
He's just like, fuck, that's good. You know? I was like, bro.
That's wild, bro.
Bro, I try not to let him get out of my skin, bro. I'm like, bro.
I feel like he's just working your mental game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's all about that, bro. Just seeing
definitely.
the boys.
There's always layers to Huge. You know what I mean? He doesn't just do anything for no reason. There's always a
probably
reason.
because you know, like today, in today's age, so many like fucking softies. You know?
Yeah.
It's probably just his way of keeping the boys honest, you know.
Yeah. Everyone check.
Breaking us down, and I come from that. Like my old man was like that too. Like, you know, to me and all my school friends growing up. So I kind of get it now, being obviously an adult.
Yeah.
Just like it's just, you know, they want you to obviously be strong mentally. So
for sure.
So when I feel like I'm about to like lose it or complain, I like toughen it up and push past it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like because of that, like with Huge and that, like the close ones around me breaking me down like that, I feel like all these guys that I'm gonna meet in UFC, like they got nothing over there.
That's
you know?
it. Like that's bulletproof already.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know
like super strong. Like they can't get under my skin.
Yeah.
And even like when I'm like obviously streaming and stuff, like people say some out the gate stuff.
Yeah,
like,
bro. I bet people talk
you get some out the gate stuff, but I'm just like, it is what it is. And then usually the fans like get right behind it, eh? Like they're really supportive. They like, bro, these guys like get slandered, bro. You know, I don't really need to even defend myself, bro. So it's cool to have like a cool fan base.
An army,
it's almost like an army. So
fuck yeah,
it's that's been mean, but streaming, bro. So,
how's that been? Bro? How long have you been streaming for?
Bro, legit. Probably since March. So the guy that's been doing my YouTube, Will, I don't know if you've met him, but
we never met him.
He's doing the altar at the moment. But
oh, no way.
Yeah, he actually, we got into contact. He flicked me a message back in COVID. He wanted to shoot some stuff. And obviously I had nothing going on. I'm like, oh bro, I got no fights, I'm not doing anything interesting. Like, I'll get back to you later, you know. And I never really caught up with him. And he started like talking to my brother, and my brother was trying to tee it up. So I was like, fuck. I had actually already got a guy filming for me, but he just kind of was like not he wanted me to do, because he was doing like, he was filming like festivals and stuff like that. Right. So he had like really elite camera and stuff. He like knew what he was doing. But like what he wanted was like not me. Like he was like getting me to do like 8-10 different takes. Or like an intro, I'd start swearing, and then he'd be like, "Nah, don't swear, like keep it PG."
That ain't it, bro.
And I'm like, "Fuck, bro, this guy's doing my head in." Like, and then like by the time we like finished it, like it just looked like I was in fucking Disney Channel, bro. I was like, "Welcome to Disney Channel," like, bro. I'm like, "Fuck this, bro." I'm like, "Bro, this is not it, bro." I was getting fucked, bro. I was getting fucked up, bro. I was like, nah, I'm like trying to get ready for Spider. Like, you know, I'm G'ing myself up. I'm fucking like. He's like, right, give us a fucking like an intro to what we're doing here today.
Kicked him in the face, bro.
He's getting me doing 18 different takes while I'm trying to G myself up. So I was like,
that's crazy,
bro. That's not it.
So like, no disrespect to him, but I was like, fuck, bro, this isn't it for me. And
I guess he just doesn't understand. I get, bro. The world that he comes from, they gotta do that type of shit. You know what I mean?
And because he was doing so much filming, because we've done so many takes, bro, it was like, the editing part was like too much for him, and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to pay for someone else to edit this." I'm like,
right.
And he wanted like a lot of money because he's like obviously a high roller and stuff, and I was like, fuck, I ain't got no money, bro. We pretty much just wasted each other's time. And then when Will hit me up, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'll give you a go, you know. And then he was just like, he was just a one take guy. Like he was all about just being raw.
That's beautiful. That's
so
beautiful.
shout out Will, SliWill. He's my off the ground productions as well. I think this is what his company name is. But
nice.
Yeah, he's been a big help in obviously capturing. Since we met going into my first pro MMA fight. So we've pretty much captured like our own sort of idea on like embedded.
Your journey.
We sat down and we did like a UFC embedded kind of as a blueprint. But obviously embedded's like 5 episodes on all the fighters, not just one fighter.
So it's all about
maybe we can obviously just, instead of doing every freaking day, we'll just do a 3 episode leading into every fight.
And you've been doing that, right?
You've been doing that, exactly. Navajo's YouTube too, check that shit out, man. Run that up.
At Sterling Warrior MMA, so we'll go.
Yes, sir. Check that out.
Plug that.
And shout out to SliWill too, bro. Because
SliWill, because he's the one doing all the
love his work too, love his production. Cool, beautiful production, beautiful work.
And he's good too, because like obviously we understand, because we're always on like TikTok and stuff like that. We understand like the viewers' eyes are very like short-sighted, so they're gonna be like looking at. We try to make clips from the YouTube, smaller clips to obviously to invite people over to watch the full one. And it's like, even if you watch the full one, it's very like quick, like we're changing, we're keeping the quick changes.
I watch it. I like the way you do it, because it's not like dragged. You know what I mean? You get this bit and then boom, you're on to the next bit. You know what I mean? So it keeps it going.
Nice highlights of obviously the one episode. We have like 3 sort of highlights. You know, and it
keeps it intriguing. You know what I mean? People stay connected.
It's very big help for sponsors as well. Like everyone that's go behind. We do like a section here at the barbershop. Section here, obviously weight cutting or whatever. Some training and just keeping it like quick and easy, where we don't feel like we're obviously showing the blueprint of the training and
of course not,
because it's all like, it's so many like eggshells you got to walk around, you know, with training footage and obviously like you don't want to give off like
you can't
everything
100% not you can just catch those little pieces here and there,
but I think like capturing that for fans to like know who I am, you know, is cool, and people will be able to get behind the name going into the UFC and feel like we're a part of like Team New Zealand, you know.
Hell yeah, cool. So, hell yeah, and I love all the support that's behind you too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a lot of fans showing a lot of love for you, and we can't wait to see you get into the UFC, man. And we're all behind you. We're all excited for you to get there, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Like even like all of this, it's mean, bro. I enjoy doing like all forms of content. And I think like if I'm to give advice for like other fighters, like you want to get on everything. Even when you feel like you don't feel like you have anything to show, it's always good to get a look into who you are and what you're into, because people like people, even just people being in the ring is like inspiring for some people.
They don't realize it.
Or something, you know?
They don't realize it because you're going out there and fighting, and you might feel like, oh, this is just normal, it's not a fight, but you don't realize everyone else that's watching you like, fuck, that guy's crazy. Like, you know, like they get inspired by it, you know what I mean? Especially when they see, like even the 17-year-olds that go fight, there's kids up in the stands that's watching, like, damn, he's my age, he's doing that shit, you know what I mean? Like they get inspired by that. You know what I mean? And another reason why we like breaking down the whole cards of like the local scene, like the shurikens and all the local fights, is because we want to bring shine to the fighters that are upcoming, the undercard guys as well. Because you know, like obviously the guys in the main cards as well, they're already getting all the media and attention on them. So we want to talk about these guys that are upcoming as well and try and put their name out there, because they don't promote themselves. A lot of times
I almost wish they would, like, because when I started, when I started fighting, and obviously I was a nobody. My goal was to get on all those things. So I was like, they don't know who I am, but I want to like obviously clip this part of that bit of content that they're making and put my name on there. And I was like, who do I got to fight to put on this? And I wish more like Kiwis were like that, because I think we do have like a lot of good fighters.
100%.
But they don't see themselves going too far because of like all the environment.
Stuff
like
it's
that.
again like they, it's like, oh, I gotta be humble. You know what I mean? It's that thing. I gotta be humble. Like, why is it not? It's not humble if you go and be like, I'm the man. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean? You have to be. You gotta back. Somebody's gotta back you. So you gotta back yourself. Be like, I'm the man. You don't have to be like. As long as you're not shitting on someone and putting someone else down, you say you're the man. That's cool. You're not shitting on anyone else. You're not saying like, oh fuck, I'm better than guy. Fuck that dude. No, you're like, I'm the guy. I'm that guy. You know what I mean? And then promote yourself. Speak out on it. You know?
Yeah, a lot of if you guys have gone anywhere else in New Zealand, it's very like weird to have a camera in your face. You know what I mean? It's very weird to capture content. It's super weird. And up here, I really liked up here because when I came here, I noticed this is what I was into, you know, like making content and doing videos. Like even though I was like scared to do it, when I started, bro, I was almost like,
same, bro.
But like if you go anywhere else in New Zealand, and like let's say you go where I'm from, Upper Hutt, and you put a camera in the gym and you video yourself, we're working weights. Bro, people would think you're crazy, bro. They'd be like, what the fuck is this guy
weird?
Bro, when I went to Miami with Israel for their second pro fight, we're in like a gym, and there's like, it's like a fucking influencer gym, like
probably
and Miami, bro, it's like hustle culture is huge. It's like all about putting themselves. There's no shame. There's no such thing as shame, bro. It's like they're getting after it. I mean, you're seeing like 25-year-olds driving around in Lamborghinis and stuff like that, you know? It's crazy, and people are like all about networking, they're getting everything, content, dapping people up, like they made sure that they're getting all the dap ups with Israel recorded, you know, the whole film crew.
Every inch of content, everything
that
they can
you've
use.
Seen like all these chicks with like, they got like mics, like Rode mics, like attached to the
everywhere, just ready to go.
Just talk, bro, and they're not even like talking about anything interesting, you know. They're just working out and like talking about their set through the workout. It was mind blowing for me, and it's a little bit different there because they almost don't care. They'll like step on anyone to get to where they get to. And it's almost like you would
crabs in a bucket.
You would be there, be like, oh, bro, what is going on? But they do not care. Like an example, like so me and like Bear, you know, we're like out waiting to get in this club. We're like, oh, we're with Israel's team. We're not from America. Like we're supposed to be in this section, you know. And these bouncers like, fuck, who the fuck are you? Like, nah, bro, get like they're like rubbishing us, bro. We're like, oh, okay, we'll just wait for Israel to come in and then. Bro, we're like in a sea of like NPCs, bro. Like we're in a sea of them, but we're like two big guys. So we're just like, we're not like, oh my god. We're just like there, like, and then like Ike and that see us though, and Israel, they're like, come on. And then we're like, yo, and then like everyone's like, oh, what are ladies? We're just like, bro,
let it be.
We're just like, bro, get off me, man.
Get the fuck off me,
the bouncer homies. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, bro, what's up, man? He's looking at me, bro, and I'm like, nah, man, bro.
Don't fucking touch my hand.
Hey, sorry, man. Bro, I knew you was part of nah, bro,
get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bro, it's funny, bro. And like that's everything. That's like everyone you interact with there. It's like if you're nobody, you're nobody. If you're somebody, bro,
it's kind of
different, bro.
It's kind of the same in Malaysia too. Like if you're somebody, you get so much respect. If you're nobody, you get treated like shit. Like literally, like it's different in these countries. I understand it as well because like in Malaysia, you're no one gives a fuck about you. Like literally, you know what I mean? You have no respect, nothing.
Yeah, like for me, obviously, I didn't have any. Like I'm like also poor as, and I'm like just there for the free ride. But it's like motivating. Like it's like man, this is what it is. Like
talk to us about the experience. Talk about the experience.
Oh, bro,
like the experience
I'm
like
just there, like obviously a third person
soaking
perspective,
all that up.
And you're just there, like man, this could be like my life, you know. And I got this one crazy video. I'm in the VIP section. I'm standing behind Israel. He's got the belt. I think I put it on my Instagram once. He's got the belt and he's like holding it up. And they got like his entrance song playing. There's just like a whole sea of people, bro. Like, and there's like people up in the stands. Like, there's confetti rushing down.
Oh, this is the after
you got
party.
you got the bottle girls with like all the signs, like the cutouts of him flying up.
Right,
And then all this like big congratulations, Israel. Our whole team in the section is just like, you just there. I'm here. I'm with Benny Johnson, Brando. Israel's obviously in front of me and our security team, and it was just like, bro, it was like a movie. It's like a movie, bro.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
And I'm there like, you know, obviously envious. I'm like, bro, this is cool. Like, making loads of money, but like, it's inspiring to be like, man, I want that for myself. You know, like one day, you know.
Yeah, one day.
And like come back and you're just like working hard. And I think it was after my third trip with Israel to Sydney was when I was like kind of over it. I was like, I want to be here for me now. Like, I don't want to be here for somebody else.
Yeah, and, that's fucking sick,
and,
bro.
that was the feeling that made me come back, like, kind of like sickly hungry for, obviously, my own shot. And, the people are like, oh, you're going over to UFC Perth to help Israel again. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to fucking UFC Perth, bro. I'm on UFC Perth, bro.
You know? That's the fucking one,
if I got to stay here for, like, Contender series, then all good, like. I don't care, like, as long as I'm like getting mine, you know. That's what I'm about.
That's when you know, when you get to that place and you know, like, the next time I come here, it's gonna be me. That's when you know that that's your moment. You're ready to go. You're ready. You know, that's when you know you're ready.
And I think what made that feeling like feel a bit more surreal was the fact that when I was there with Kelvin, and then like obviously I'd seen Kelvin, he's like warming up in the UFC kit, and I'm out the back and I'm like, fuck. I was just with him Shuriken, you know, like on the way to Shuriken. So I'm like, bro, like he can do it, I can do it. Like it's that was where I felt the first time in New York, I felt like it was an eye opener. Like I was like literally wide eyed. The second time I was obviously in Miami, like I'm like inspired and a little bit more like my feet are settled in to the UFC. And then it was the third one that got me. They were like, nah, bro, I'm not coming back here unless it's me. I feel at home here. Like, they got to get me on a UFC card, you know. 100%. So that's why I'm going for.
Fuck, bro, that's the one. I'm getting chills, bro. Real shit.
We talk about it all the time. We're like, wait, we see Nav fight here locally, King of the Ring and all that. It won't be long before we're like tuning into pay-per-views and you're on there like, oh shit.
Oh, bro, for sure, bro. I have to come back leading into that. So that'll be sick.
And bro, also like mad fucking respect to Izzy for bringing the guys from the gym there, because I know he's doing it because he wants to give you guys those experiences to get the feel for what it's like to be in those arenas, so that when your moment comes, it's nothing like, oh, you know what I mean? You don't get
it is like that for us in New Zealand, you know, like I mean my first time in America, it was like I was just tripping out at the letterboxes, you know. It was like looks like everything, like I felt like I was in the movies, you know. Now that like obviously that I'm past that, I feel like at home in those arenas and stuff.
And that's what that does for fighters like him that are gonna get there, because that's a beautiful thing that Izzy does, because he brings them there, gives them those experiences, so that when their time comes and they get to the UFC, it's nothing new to them. It's nothing special. I've already been here before. Now it's time for me to do my work now. You know what I mean? And whatever he's got, you're gonna get that too. That's what he's doing when he brings you there. And that's such a beautiful thing, and so much respect to him for doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. And I've talked obviously about it and all that, and I always told him like, oh, bro, you don't ever feel like you're pretty much just you doing you is like obviously already enough for me. You know? I told him like, you know, you don't even have to feel like you got to shout me out or help propel me. I just want to do it my way. You know, and you can just be there as a fan. You know,
that's mad.
And he was like real happy about that as well, because it take the pressure off him as well. Because you know, when you are like up there, you feel like
obligated.
Sometimes people might feel obligated to do it. But I said, nah, bro, chill. Like I got my thing, and it's working. It's working.
And that's it. Like you. All you need is you know what I mean? Like you just gotta back you, just like he did. You know what I mean? Who was there to bring him up? No one. But now we already have the little bit that you have, and you just gotta back you, and you're gonna get there too. You know what I mean?
That's why it's cool. It's it's mean, and it feels like I'm like player one on my own dream.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I know he talks about that a lot. And that's how I feel.
And it's so true. It is player one, because it's like after every fight, you're just upgrading. You're just leveling up. You're getting XP points. You know what I mean? It's like playing the game. You know what I mean? It literally is playing the game. It's like every level you fight a boss, right?
Yeah.
You level up and then you go fight the next boss and then you go fight the next boss.
Like if you guys could see when it all first started, if I was to capture all of it, man, it would be a crazy movie. You know?
Facts.
And the way I speak now was how I was speaking at 19, but just obviously less knowledge on the game. But I was pretty much the exact same way as I am now at a young age. Yeah. And my brother's like he's obviously my older brother. Yeah. But he's been like the third person. He's at the point of view. Third person point of view on my whole career, for the past 7 years, and he just like, bro, I've been watching like craziness, and that's why he backs me so with so much confidence.
100%. And shout out to Shaq, bro. That's my guy.
And that's obviously why he yarns about me a lot. I remember he was telling me like when I wasn't at CKB, when he was like talking about me like hard out to Genie. She was like, hey bro, like, who the fuck is this guy? And shit, like, oh, hey, is that your brother? You know? He's like, yeah, I've been telling you, man. Like, she just thought he was all shit. I cracked up, bro. So yeah, it's funny. Like I always crack up with my brother because he like obviously he's proud and stuff, and he's like, I see him like sitting there talking to someone, and he's like, oh my fuck, he's obviously, you know, like G'ing me up. So hard, bro. They think I'm the man, but it's crack up, you know. Yeah, it's funny.
It was a funny story when I first met Shaq. Your brother, I thought he was the younger brother. I thought you were older.
But people think I'm the older because I'm like a lot thicker in size. And obviously I'm like the known fighter. But a few people on stream were like, oh bro, how's your little brother doing? I'm like, oh, he's my older brother, bro. But nah, it's all good. I think my brother's like, he just accepts it for what it is. Cracks up, you know. So
we had him on here as well, and he was talking about your first King of the Ring. And he was like, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Like, not only did you make it to King of the Ring, but you won it. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, because my family had their doubts, you know, like they were like, oh bro, this guy looks really good, and I had to like fully like tell them nah, fuck the sick bag, watch this shit. I'm about to do it, and they were like, holy shit, like you were right. They were like, you were right, bro. How did you know? How did you know?
It's like, always like that, you know, like because they can't see. I always believe this. They can't see what you see. No one can see what you see until you make it happen. Then they'll see it.
Now my mom and dad, like, they just think I'm like the man now.
For sure. And that's such a beautiful thing too. You know what I mean?
They gotta be real proud of you.
And for a long time I was getting my dad's acceptance for what I'm doing and stuff. And now he's like all the way. Now he's like, fuck, no, it's not my job anymore. Like, he gives it to obviously Eugene there, you know, to break me down a bit. But it's been a crazy life so far, but even though I've been like struggling my whole life, it's been me, like, you know, I've been enjoying it the whole time, like, I you know, I'm sure you guys like know, like having friends and they talk about like how well they're doing in life and like they got a good job and you're like, bro, that sounds mean. Like, I remember hearing Israel on a potty. He was like, oh, like, why do I feel jealous about that? Like, people be like, oh bro, get your job, like fucking making this X amount of money and it sounds good, but you're like, nah, this is my dream, this is what I want to do. And although I don't make any money, like it's all gonna pay off eventually. And that's been me. Like, I've been working like minimum wage jobs my whole life, bro. And I've been like all good, like working it. Almost like when you get paid more, you don't want to leave that job. So being in a minimum wage job is like kind of cool because it's easy to leave. You know?
Exactly.
And like I can relate to that because like I was working at ANZ. My sister got me a job at ANZ. The money was great. I did it for 3 months and I was like, this ain't me, bro. I'm out of here. I'm like, nah, this ain't not me. And I never spoke about this. I never told him about this. I told Diddy about this. I wanted to leave in my soul. I just wanted to leave. I'm like, I can't do this job. And then one day I was on a call and I was helping this old lady, right, with the banking and whatnot. And I finished helping her. And then she was like, what's your name? I was like, oh, it's just Lucky. She's like, oh, that's a really good name. She's like, Lucky, I don't know who you are. or what you you know. But what I do know is that you will not be sitting at a bank working the rest of your life. You will not be doing this job. You're meant for something greater than this. She literally said that to me on that call, and I had goosebumps. I chill, I almost cried, and I gave my notice in that day. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, man.
That was bro. I'm getting fucking chilled, bro. I was calling, bro. I knew God was speaking to me.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta take these signs. Sometimes these signs come, and that came to me. That was crazy. I couldn't believe what I heard.
I had that same thing when, because I was working when I left school. I left home straight away because I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't want to stay here and do what everyone else is doing, just drinking and stuff like that. Yeah. Because it's like quite big in Upper Hate, like people just drinking in garages. And, you know, getting up to stuff all. So I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to like at least work and have my own money because I never worked a job before. Yeah. I was like, I'll at least have my own money to just kind of have before I decide what I want to do. Yeah. My mum was like obviously upset that I was leaving home. Yeah. But in that time, like living on my own, I worked a full-time job and I used to work long hours and I enjoyed it because I'd never had money before. Yeah. But I'd met guys, you know, and I was climbing the ranks and I was getting a lot of pay rises because I was a really hard worker. Yeah. And I met this one guy and he was like, bro, I've been here for like 40 years. And he's like, when I was your age, I wanted to be a drummer, but I never chased my dream. Yeah. So he's like, if you've ever thinking of anything, bro, just go for it because this job's always going to be here for you. Yeah, that's like, it. You could come here like back at like 40 and get to where you are. So he's like, bro, just go for it, bro. I was already planning my rep. And the funny thing was I'd never even like fought a day in my life. Yeah. I was like watching UFC and I thought it was cool. Yeah. Obviously like Conor McGregor when he was in his prime. Yeah. I thought that was cool and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit my job. And my mum was like, oh, what's happening? Like, because I told her I wanted to be in the army. She's like, what's happening with the army? I was like, oh yeah. I started getting martial arts and I was like, oh yeah, this MMA training is gonna like help me get fit for the army. So she was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I was like running every day and I was running and I did think about the army. I was like, oh, I'll join the army and become like an electrician or something. Yeah. I was just telling them what they wanted to hear. Yeah. And my mom's like, okay, like all good. And I was training and then I was like, oh, I'm going to have this fight. What do you guys think? And my dad was like, oh yeah, all good. Like, my mum was like upset. She's like, what is this fighting thing going to do for you? Yeah. Like, my dad was like, oh, we'll just see how he does. And if he likes it, he can just keep doing it. Yeah. Had the first fight and my parents were like, oh, fuck, this is mean. Like, that was when I told him, like, no, I want to do this, you know. I want to be a fighter. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but all I know is, fuck, if I just keep fighting, surely I can come somewhere. I just said to my parents, like, if I just beat everyone, like, that's got to count for something. I've got to meet someone along the way. That's going to help me. And then my mum was like, yeah, that makes sense. And my dad, and that's when they were put in. Yeah. And then, bro, I didn't know where I was going to go. There was no MMA in Wellington. Yeah. So I was just like, I'll just kickbox. Like, cause kickboxing good enough. Like, that's fighting. Yeah. I was like, I'm sure there's grappling stuff. I'll be able to get into that later. But I started striking and got real good. Just beat everyone and then. Bro, here we are. So
bro,
crazy,
life is crazy, huh? Bro, life is crazy, bro. The way the turn of events is crazy. But that was the wildest thing that lady told me because it's like, because it's on the call, like you can't see my face, nothing. Yeah. She only just felt my energy. She was like, nah, she said you are meant for something greater than this. Yeah. That's literally her words. And I was in shock when I ended that call. I was just sitting in my seat for like 5-10 minutes. I was like, fuck. Yeah. I'm like, and I started look because it's at Sylvia Park. The building's at Sylvia Park, so I can see out throughout just gazing through the clouds and shit. I'm in the sky and I'm looking out there. I was like, fuck, the universe is speaking to me right now. And I went up to the manager. I'm like, can I speak to you? Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna leave, and I gave my notice. I'm out of there, and now I'm working at this cafe now. Yeah. But now I have more time to spend in the gym. Yeah. I'm training more. I'm able to get more fights. I'm just doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? But I just knew that was the calling. Yeah. And that's beautiful that you took that on board too. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times these things come to you, but a lot of people ignore it or be like, whatever. Or they don't catch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you catch onto it and you know, like, this is the sign, I gotta go.
Yeah.
You believe in your heart and you jump at it, even though you feel like, fuck, should I not? It's like, nah.
You gotta go in full force. And my thing was burning the boats. Like, people was
burn
like,
the boats.
I was like, fuck it. If I have like a safety net or a safe job to rely on, I'm gonna like end up falling in it. Yeah. So I just told my mum, fuck it. I'll just go all in and fighting.
Yeah.
I won't worry about nothing else. And then, bro, they helped me just get fucking good ass.
Yeah, that's it.
I got good ass, bro. Fuck yeah. I started getting really, really good, and I was like, fuck. I'm like levels ahead of everyone around me.
Yeah.
And I've just kept doing it. Anytime like I will like come in the struggle and stuff there, I think about like all these side hustles, and then I had started them, and then I realized like it was just too much effort. So
taking away from
fighting, and I just said, nah, anything taken away from fighting, I'm just blending it. So,
fuck yeah, that's me right now. You know, anything that takes away from it, I'm not for it.
Yeah. So luckily, the obviously the YouTube was being run like help work with Will. The streaming is what I enjoy. I actually enjoy it. It doesn't feel like work for me.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the streaming. Actually, let's get into it. So you start. We started before. Yeah. So you started in March.
Yeah, started in March. So it just came about with. I just told Will like, fuck, I want to get into streaming. I watch it all the time, and I enjoy playing games. Like, but I don't. What I never enjoyed playing games was because I felt like a piece of shit. Like I was like, bro, I'm just burning.
I feel that too. I feel that too sometimes. Yeah,
that's why I stopped. That's why I was like, fuck. I really enjoy playing the game, but I need to be a little bit more productive with it. And I figured streaming makes sense because you can grow my brand and obviously enjoy the game as well.
That's it. Yeah.
And only I started off with like just a couple hours a night. Yeah. And fuck, bro, it's fucking nerve wracking, bro. Like, because you get like 5 viewers in, like. You're like, fuck. They're watching. So
you gotta be like gangster in the game now.
Engage with them. Sometimes people aren't talking, so like obviously you gotta retain viewers. So like you could just start off with something small, like, oh, what's up, guys? Like we got 5 viewers in the chat. How's everyone going? Like, stuff like that. And then as soon as like someone puts one thing in, it could be, hey bro, how's it going? Like, yeah, bro, good. And then you just take it and just run with it. And just start running. Be like, bro, that's what I was gonna say. Fuck, I got this fight lined up or something. You know, and you just fucking flow with it, bro. It's so easy. Like you get good at like thinking about shit to do. You know, I've gotten so good at it. Like it's helped me with
just reps.
Podcasting as well. It's helped me with podcasting. It's like I feel like I don't need a script for anything. I've done so many like recently. For all these interviews, I've been like going into fights. I've been doing so many yarns with people, and like I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but I'm like I just take it, run with it, and just try to be engaging. And people are like seeing it, and they're like, "Fuck, this guy's the man," you know, like on when they watch the stream and stuff. Have you guys ever thought about streaming as well? Streaming the podcast?
I haven't thought about anything.
I haven't thought about streaming.
We don't have the backing yet. Fans.
True that.
Eventually.
It could help. Like
maybe after this.
Could you like let's say you imagine like doing a Sunday breakdown. And you could like stream it too. Live stream it
breakdown.
And then being like, because you guys are gonna do the YouTube video anyways.
If
you like stream from OBS, which is what I do, it records the whole thing while you're streaming it. So like, you're like streaming and recording at the same time, basically. Once it's finished, you can clip it all after. And because I've been watching a few of those
bars.
I've been watching a few of those streams recently, like they're pretty much podcasts, but they're streaming, and then they got like obviously the people they're interviewing, and then they got a chat that
they're reading off of.
So you just can be like, oh yo, someone said fucking like how's it going, Lucky, you know. You could just be like, yo, what's up, bros? I don't know. I think could be a thing for the future. But at the end of the day, like you can just go through normal business anyways.
Exactly.
Even though it's live, people aren't like obviously on it yet, but you can.
And then we can put it out anyway.
You can put it out anyway. So could be something.
That's a good idea.
But there's so many things you can like multi-stream, bro. So that's what I do. Obviously I did Twitch was what I want people to stream with.
Yeah.
But like, no, Twitch doesn't put your stream to anyone. So you need to like do the work outside of Twitch. So
to bring the people in.
You need to be like, yo, what's up guys? Like we're going live on Instagram T-minus 8 hours.
Right.
Follow us, you know, getting everyone from all these different platforms of the gym, telling everyone about streaming. And then they can tune in with you, and then people can weigh in on what it is. What's it called? If you do TikTok, the good thing about TikTok is you could write like chat and interview at the top. That's the topic, so people, when they're watching, it's a chat, it's a live stream chat. But the TikTok is the game changer, because the thing with TikTok is it pops up on people's For You pages.
It pushes it out.
So it pushes it to people who don't even know who you are. They don't follow you, but that's the game changer. I think on Wednesday night, like I was playing the game, I had about 585 live viewers on the TikTok. That was clocked in the highest I've had.
Damn,
and that was for a good 2 hours, bro. So I had 585 viewers for 2
retention.
hours. And it's just like the chat's going crazy. It's pretty easy to get through. Like I've got 2 chats going. I can like usually answer them all at the same time. And then like you'll get like your diehard fans. They're like watching. And they you can make them moderators. So they do all the things for you. Like they can like block like crazy people. They will like allow messages.
That's fucking gangster.
If you need them to pull up links to your YouTube, they'll do it for you. There's so many people like that.
Cool,
just diehard fans. And you'll become friends with them.
That's fucking G, like bro. Straight up.
Yeah, so that could be something to think about.
Definitely.
Honestly,
definitely, we're getting gems right now.
I thought about doing like a couple podcasts of my own, just like bringing my brother on and watching like some of my old fights with him.
And
recording it and streaming it.
Bro, that would be so sick, bro. Because that's what we do as well. Like my fights and whatnot, whatever we have, like we just sit down. We're just me and him on the lounge and just break it down.
So imagine having like a live audience too to conversate with. And they might say something funny or something. Like we were watching the fights last night, and some guy got smoked, and everyone was like, and bro, like one of the bros was like early stoppage, you know? And everyone was like cracking up, bro. But it's cool as I reckon that would be an idea, because I'm thinking about bringing some bros on, just doing just chatting. I think we did one with the boys at the flat, like Taj, Sam. And we were just like drinking, yarning.
Oh, I think I've seen that
about
one.
The fights and just talking to us, and we did to TikTok and Twitch. And it was cool as like people like really like that stuff. So, and the views build up. If you can build like a community. One thing that really helped me for Twitch, and obviously building a community around YouTube and all my other socials, was Discord, bro. So Discord is a real good one. Honestly, I didn't know anything about Discord. I just thought it was for like cryptocurrency and stuff.
Yeah, I thought so too. I didn't.
But bro, like it's pretty much like a fan club. Like I pretty much made one, and I'd got like all these different channels for people to talk about. So, like I've got like a channel on my Discord. It's called Everyday Nav. So people that are on it. There's like obviously the welcome page, so you can see everyone that's joined the server. The rules, so like people like don't do this, don't upload this, don't be saying any crazy stuff, we get kicked. And then you got all the channels. So there's the channels that I can post in. I've got like the announcements channel and a going live channel. So anytime I get announcements, like I've just signed a fight on this, or let's say I get a UFC contract. Everyone in my Discord server that's like a part of the fan club, they get first exclusive knowledge to like all of the information that when I've signed a big fight, like I let them know first. I'm like, I just signed the contract for Sam Kei, light heavyweight title fight. Let's go! And everyone's like, all that anyone can do in that chat is react to it. And then you got like the general chat, so people are like talking as a community with each other, like it's cool as. Bro. I put all my like TikToks, YouTubes. Everyone can see when the YouTubes drop. Like pretty much, it's just like
real,
such a massive community, and you guys could make one too.
That's fucking epic, bro.
You just can let people can get notifications when you go live, or when you've dropped your new YouTube clip,
or
even your
who
shorts.
our next new guest is, you know what I mean? Like you can give it.
Yeah. Oh, bro, it's honestly it's huge. I'll show you guys after the pod, but that's been a game changer. We got about almost like 80 members now in the Discord. So people even like communicate like, oh, let's link up on Rainbow tonight, you know, and they'll squad up as well for games. Some of them like clip my stream and like put up highlights for my stream.
Bro, that's sick, bro. That's such a game changer.
The more that shit's gonna just keep growing.
The Discord is a game changer, bro. It's like, for me, it was just about building like a fan club, like a Navajo fan club. They all get to see it when I go live.
I need to join this fan club, dog.
I'll plug you guys in. Honestly,
there,
like, if I had known this stuff ages ago, fortunately I've had help from like people that actually stream and stuff like that as well, and just meeting people and talking to people, and the more you know, like, can just help your guys' brands grow. And
man, Nav's been doing work, man. Nav's doing work.
Bro, like, these are the things I think about. Because like obviously I haven't been able to fight, so I'm like, well, how can I stay like active?
And it's great. And it's great that you speak about this, because I don't think people just see from the outside. Oh, he's a fighter. No,
I try to plug everyone, bro. I'm trying to help New Zealand as a whole, and give you guys like obviously.
He's dropping game.
Ideas, dropping game, bro.
Yeah, he's dropping game for
even my dad like loves gambling. I've got like a UFC betting channel, so when all the fights are coming on, like everyone that's in the server, they're like obviously diehard fans and gamers. Like they all love. Who doesn't love UFC? So everyone's on there placing. I post in there and be like, everyone post your bets, like you know, and bro, when UFC 300 was on, bro,
that was crazy.
You had some funny ass bets, and I was just like yarning in that channel. So it's it's a dope server, and it's only new, but it's doing really really well. And, I think that might be a good one as well. You guys could make it for Blatancy.
I heard like the last Hex fight you had. You had some supporters come from your Twitch.
Yeah, bro. I had.
That's right.
They had nothing to do with because Taj told us that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So we had like people like buy the stream pay-per-view from Twitch. Twitch and TikTok. And I had like my mods were like already putting the links in to where they could watch the ticket. Buy tickets, buy merchandise. All that stuff. They do it all for me, so I can just play the game.
Bro, that's epic. That's fucking epic, bro.
And then
that's G shit, right?
You can like set up like bots to do the commands, but if you get someone that's just a GC,
bro's got people out there. Let's go,
bro. And I legit met all of them on stream, so I don't even I don't even know some of them. Like I obviously know them now, but like I've never met them, you know. People are just like on the computers, like bro. And I don't know the terms, so people are like, oh, well, I'm like, can someone tell me what that means? And they tell me. So I'm learning as I'm going. Like that's just how you do it.
Bro, I need to jump on that shit, man.
No, but we can talk about it after. But I think it could help the pod.
For sure.
It's fun. It's fun too. Like I think you guys got it, bro. Like because you obviously doing the podcasting. That's already like nerve-wracking enough. But
the first time we did it, bro. It was just like, bro, what are we doing?
It was crazy.
But it's cool. Like you can watch and like learn. Like
exactly.
I've done the same. Like when I first started streaming, I used to watch back the stream and be like, oh, like I reckon I could be better here. And then I would notice like the later I'd get into the night, I would become like less responsive because I was getting tired. You know, stuff like that. And it's interesting, bro. Like so, I would almost like always watch back my stream. After I started off small with like 2 hours. I feel like that's a decent amount of time. 2 hours consistently, and then I would watch them back, and then I'd be like, I could sharpen up this. Sharpen up that. And it's fun, bro. It's fun.
It fucking is, bro. Because when we first started the pod, it was just he was living in Browns Bay at the time, and it was just in his room, G. Like it was just like one small ass table in his room, G. And it was just that's how he set up the pod, and fucking it was just going off. And then when I watched it back, I was like, ooh,
brother, that's what it's like, bro. I mean, I watched back my
What's
first
that,
stream.
brother?
I watched back my first stream, bro, and I'm like, fuck, bro, that's cringy.
That's fucking ugly, bro.
Yeah, it's just funny because like, bro, I had my whole the audio and like all the PC stuff was cooking me, bro. I had like one point where like my phone was off. had one with like my audio was relapsing, so it was like getting
echo.
I didn't know how to like test like hearing my voice and then people hearing it on the game. And, bro, it was a nightmare. I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like live, like panicking because there's like a camera on me, and I'm like watching. I'm like, oh. And then everyone's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Like, and then people are leaving. And it's a nightmare, but
but it's a cool learning curve, though. You know, when you look back at it, like, man, at least we kept at it, and we know where we're at now.
Oh,
like, think about it, like we have Taz and Navajo Stirling right now, but it's crazy.
You know, what I mean? This is crazy,
bro. And like, these are going to get bigger and better, and these will like learn like more things.
And the thing with us as well, the reason it's called Blatancy as well is because it's just blatant. Like, and also it's we don't have a setup as well. Oh, that's what questions we're gonna ask. It's just a flow. We come in here just yarn.
It's better that way.
It's better that way.
I think like having like obviously things you want to get into.
For sure. But we don't have too much structure where it's like super structured. Like we need this, and this next. It's like just flow with it, because like that's how you get the best out of it. You know what I mean? It's like when you flow with it, you have like your certain topics that you want to get into, and then just flow from there. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. I mean, I do that all the time for everything now. Is just try to let it flow and have fun with it.
Because it's authentic, and when it's authentic, people gravitate to it a lot more. It's like, oh, yo, this is mean, and the energy is mean too, because you're bouncing off each other. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure, bro. That's it's good.
Okay, we've been going for like nearly an hour and 20 minutes. Do you got time? I can ask you like a couple more things if that's alright. Yeah. So I want to ask you about that fight with Sam Kei. We'll go into some podcasting style shit now, but how do you expect? What do you expect? Like, what's your plan when you fight him? Like, not the game plan, but like, you know what I mean. What do you expect to happen? And
well, obviously, like I kind of feel it all when I'm in there, but with Sam, from what I've seen, obviously he's like a knockout puncher and stuff. So obviously I'm gonna have to be careful, just not be too slow with my positioning and letting him get his hands going, as well as just putting my foot on the gas in the right areas, because I think he'll be like a little bit. I don't think he's fought anyone as fast as me. Like most of the guys he's fought are like really heavy fighters.
And probably not as athletic as you either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I think he'll definitely be looking to put hands on me in the first round, or even get a takedown. Like I've seen him shoot like a couple times. But I think it's just different levels with like my balance as well as a big guy, and I'll be able to defend his takedowns. That's actually been what I've been waiting for, someone to take me down. I've always wanted to fight a decent grappler, because I've been working on takedown defense for about 3.5 years now. Just going hard at that. So I'd like to get put in some grappling exchanges on the defensive this time.
Defensive side.
Because I've only ever done like a lot of offensive grappling.
Fuck, when you picked them up and slammed them.
I was gonna ask that.
That was the most gangster shit I've seen.
When you carried him up and slammed him, when you saw him out, what were you thinking? No way, did you?
Like everyone knows, like I'm pretty good at that high crotch takedown. I usually set it up like a same sort of way. I actually didn't try to go for it. I tried to pull him off the cage, and I anticipating him like loosening his leg out to for me to get like a single leg, like a normal single leg, and he just they were telling him to spread his hips wide, and I knew like that was just going to be a little bit easy once I pull him off the cage. I pulled him off the cage. He didn't react, so I was like, oh yeah, we're just going to go for a ride now. And then I pulled him up, and I was supposed to trip the other foot, but his knee come in front, so I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to just knee him up the butt and swing him wide. I swung him, and he was still holding his whizzer on my right arm.
Fuck.
So when I was going down, I thought I was gonna like land on my own neck, and then he let go to put his hand back, and then I managed to put my hand back like last second. It was like, bro, it was like the big show, like it was like some suplex shit. Like,
real shit. I was like, that's some WWE shit, bro.
I remember like bouncing, and then I like landed with my knee on his belly, and then I was like had knee on belly, pummeled into full mount, like quarter mount, and then Yeah, I remember I took to the ref.
Two more strikes.
I forgot what the ref's name is, but he was like, bro, usually when I see them react like that, like, I know they're out, so I dumped it straight away.
Fuck, bro, that was wild.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say Sam would probably have a better takedown defense.
Right.
From what I'd seen, he's pretty quick on pulling up his like the takedown attempts. But the thing is, like, I can just keep shooting, shooting.
Yeah.
I've been wrestling so much for the past like 3.5 years. I've able to like build that energy system now to where like, I don't really get tired shooting now. And I don't try to resist where there's resistance. I'll just ditch and chain it into something else.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's a skill that I've been working on for like a while, And I'd be keen to show that off too.
Hell yeah.
As well as my gas tank. Like my whole, this is a 5-round, 5-minute fight, but my whole career, bro, I've fought for 5-round titles. I've been fighting 5-round title fights my whole career, so it's nothing new. I think the hardest I got pushed was against the young Aussie guy for the world title. And he apparently he was like a guy that runs hills and he's super fit, and I don't know that because I didn't follow him, but all my mates that had like looked into him, they were like, bro, he's like one of those Iron Man guys, like just runs hard. I was able to outlast him, so my stamina's always been like a weapon, bro, for sure. And there's a lot of things for him to look out. Not really necessarily me. Me, it's just like from what I've seen, just heavy boxing, dangerous in the round one, but the longer the fight goes, the better I get as well. I'm like a cerebral guy. I try to download information.
I feel like honestly your fight IQ is off the charts for real. Even on that last fight, like, man,
spinning back kicks. Before,
bro. Everyone was like, bro, who taught him that?
And not only that, he was cutting him off with that spinning back kick, right? And then this is what I noticed. I was watching it live. He fainted like he was gonna do a spinning back kick. Then boom. I was like, bro, that's the most gangster shit.
I faked the look and then went to the right hand. Bro, and I just saw that shit on YouTube. I was like,
O'Malley be doing that a lot as well.
That's who I saw do it. I saw O'Malley do it, and I was like, oh, I like that. And then I saw Ollie throw that back kick. And I was like, fuck, I could do back kick. So well, let's try it out. And I remember Carl was telling me to keep my knee down. When I'd asked him ages ago.
Carl,
So when I done it, I just like did a few practices out the back, and I was like, just keep my knee down, boom, and then another. I knew he'd be like the guy to try it on, so I was like, boom, another skill banked,
And see, that's IQ though. That's fight IQ. Like to throw the spinning back kicks, not only just throw it. But to feint it and then to feint
get creative, especially these fights like you know you're gonna win. You could like obviously be like, oh well, this is fucking not working. I can just dig deep and use my athleticism to win this. But in those fights, you just instead of just going for a boring win, like use the ring time.
That's it.
That's something my old coach would telling me. He was just like, use the ring time, have a bit of fun with it.
I think that's good advice.
Bank some new weapons.
That's so good.
People just go and do what they're always good at, and like they get a win and they don't feel like as fulfilled. But you go out there, try some new shit, and you'll be like, oh, I did this wrong. Did this right, and fuck, bro, it works.
And if you get it right,
you got it forever. You bank it forever. It's like in your vault. It goes to your vault.
Facts.
Boom. Now I know I got a back kick. Like I can throw.
No, that's that. When you need it, you can just pull it out of the toolbox. Like, sweet, I'm gonna throw this here.
The more you add, bro, the more elite you
become.
That
Max Holloway though, imagine that shit. That Max Holloway spinning back kick.
Bro,
land that shit on the face, bro.
That little kick changed the whole fight. That kick he landed on Gaethje changed the whole fight.
And he threw it every single time, even from close range. Like he was in such close range throwing.
I can actually throw the back kick from close range too. Like I do like a hop kick, so like when they come in. When they try to jar in
and
fast,
just hop boom.
If you throw the back kick, normally you're gonna miss. You'll probably like push out the side and you'll throw the right hand over the top. But if you hop back, like it's like a centimeter back, it's like a weird quarter turn back kick.
So it gives you a bit of space.
That's when you throw like when they charge in. So you hit it and it interrupts them before you go in. So that's another one I have, but I haven't had anyone I've tried that out on.
Let's go.
Go get it.
So just having fun with it. obviously showing the arsenal of weapons. There's just like a lot of things for him to look out for. So
yeah, 100%. Your arsenal is so deep, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, you know, and I feel like you haven't even shown the full skill set that you have.
Nah, bro. I'm waiting for like a fighter to sort of peel back the layers.
Yeah. Because they only seen the striking skill set, right? Yeah. They haven't seen his full. He hasn't got shown.
Like most of the fighters have never really been able to break me out of having control.
Yeah.
And I think I know like a lot of people want to see that.
Yeah.
Because I control a fight.
Yeah. As soon as he comes out, his presence is so strong.
Yeah.
His opponents don't get.
I know. They're like, oh man, we just want to see you like with your back against the fence, you know, like with all hope lost, you know, try to come back, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I just fight smart, I think that's the cool thing about why I fight is I'm all about like fights not having to be that hard. You know? Like, I say to people, I'm like, bro, you're better than this guy. This fight doesn't have to be hard. Like, pick them off and do the things and win easy. You know, it doesn't have to be hard, but. Yeah, sometimes people want to see just blood.
Everyone wants to see a crazy fight. But when you're actually fighters and you're into a sport, you see the beauty in what you're doing. You know, we understand what you're doing. It's like fuck. Because it's not easy to do that. I've had a few fights, and it's not fucking easy. Like. When I watch you do it, it's like, fuck, that looks neat.
Everyone's like, bro,
and then when you get in there, it's like, fuck, gee, what the fuck?
Everyone says it to me, bro. They're like, bro, it just looks like you're drilling.
You look so calm.
Well, that's how I feel, right?
Yeah.
I feel
always. I always am like,
when I get in there, it's so different. Like, I feel like, man, I'm getting overwhelmed. You know what I mean? You know, I still managed to win. I still managed to pull up.
It's hard, you dig deep.
It's hard. I have to dig deep for it.
I've had those fights, and I'm like, nah, fuck.
Even the look on your face, like if they kick you, you're like, you have that like man kind of look on you always, bro. Every time I'm like, you're so relaxed. It's like I'm gonna win this.
But when he comes out, like when you walk out, you're so stoic. You know what I mean? You bring that presence with you, the energy.
I have to. That's why the music kind of gets me amped as well. It cheers me up. But
and just the way he walks in, it's like. It's like little gladiator shit, like real gladiator shit. Because you start touching the cage and you walk. I'm like,
that's just
I try to picture myself. If I was standing across from this motherfucker, I'm jumping out the cage. Fuck that! This motherfucker's just walking, just touching the cage.
Those are my favorite sort of movies, you know.
Like 300,
300, Gladiator, Troy.
Troy. Fuck yeah, that was a good one.
It's like cool, you know. I feel like I'm like,
and you're able to channel that mana from there. You know what I mean? Like you channel that mana and they feel it. That's the thing. They feel it and they know it's real. When they see you across there, like fuck. Oh, you can see they're trying to hype themselves up, trying to, but you know, like I can just see it from there. Nah, you're fucked, bro. You're feeling it.
You see, I've seen like people like whole demeanors, like they like. Sometimes they get scared, and sometimes they almost like. G themselves up too much and they come out
and they make mistakes.
Come out really hard.
They make mistakes.
And I get calm, knowing that they're rushing me because I know that they're not going to hold it. I'm like, okay, we'll let him get out his last hurrah sort of thing. And then once we see the deep breath come in, it's over. It's over. Because I grow like when my lungs open up, I get like a big second wind, like because I'm a runner, bro. Like, I can run for ages, and I'm like fit at heavyweight, which is dangerous, you know. So as soon as I see them, their lungs take a deep breath, that's when I start to stab the body, cut off the breathing,
take the air out,
make them react to everything, and then it's like, bro, it's like hitting a heavy bag, bro.
So I know. From there.
Once I like get the reaction and they're not reacting. That's when I can like go in and really hunt for it, hunt for the finish. And I've never been like a knockout puncher or anything like a crazy puncher, but
that's crazy.
More knockouts than anyone I know. In like kickboxing and stuff like that. Like I've always been very good at closing out on opponents. So
I feel like you're definitely a knockout puncher. Like you got to be. Like,
I mean, lately I've been working on it. I think I've had like my last couple fights I've had.
You broke James' jaw.
That's crazy, bro. Bro said he's not a hard.
I know, like I've seen like
I'm not a power puncher. That's crazy.
I've seen raw punches. Like I mean, Carlos is like one. Guys are like eyes are like rolling back, you know. He would be like my anticipation of like a raw puncher.
Another guy,
Alex Pereira, you know, another one. Like I would say, I'm just like really, really good at finishing and breaking guys down.
Bear's another one. When I see him hit pads, I get scared.
Oh yeah, bro. I've held.
Holy fuck, bro.
He's intimidating as fuck.
He's so explosive
He's intimidating as fuck.
Especially his, I mean, because like round one it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, bro.
So like to get past that is a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And especially 4 ounce gloves, bro. Like credit to the guy.
Yeah.
Randall Ray.
Randall Ray. Yeah, he took some. He was so many times.
Bro, that jab, bro. He just dropped him with the jab.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest fights I've ever seen.
Yeah, bro. Bear was. You see him that clinch? He was throwing those elbows. I was like, oh shit.
I was like,
fuck.
Yeah, I was losing my mind there.
I couldn't believe, bro. That pace was so crazy. Like even when he took Bear down, Bear stood back up. I was like,
everything's just like so much epic, like you see like the little guys and they're like super technical and it's crazy.
The heavyweights come
but for some reason, like heavyweight, bro. Especially in MMA.
It's hard, bro. And the thing is, like Bear came out and he threw a head kick straight away. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Bro. He's got some crazy techniques,
bro. Real shit. He's so flexible for a heavyweight.
He's like the new age heavyweight. He's like the Cyril Gane. All those light technical heavyweights. Oh, bro. Yeah.
Power.
Yeah. That power is unreal. And like, when he comes out, he's literally like the bad boys. Oh shit.
Nah, his whole demeanor is like just fits his name, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna have a press conference again for this one?
Yep, probably.
What was it like? Was it your first press conference?
My first press conference.
I didn't know about that. I didn't realize it was the first one.
It's obviously like because he was like a little bit older and it's short notice and smaller.
Yeah.
It was just like I was just like happy to fight and
happy to get a fight.
I didn't want to rubbish him, be like a. It's just not me, bro. You know, like even though they wanted us to, I just like I said, like you can't force these things.
Yeah, you can't.
Like I don't feel any sort of hate or wish him ill. Like I just would rather have obviously someone my age, you know, someone that's about that life, that's a killer, that's like coming to like fuck you.
And mad respect to him that he took it on short notice. Mad respect
for sure.
To him, you know what I mean?
And that's why I didn't like carry myself like an idiot. Like I'd seen fights like on the UFC. It was like dudes that had been like the young guys had been coming in like the Ian Garys and who's the other guy? There was another guy that he rubbished Cowboy Cerrone back in the day. What's his name? What? The lightweight. And then he went out and got smoked. You know?
Yeah. Fuck, I can't remember his name. I know who you're talking about. He talked about Cowboy. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
He was the short Hernandez.
Yeah. Was it Fluffy Hernandez? No. Was it Fluffy?
No. Fluffy's a
He's a lightweight.
I can't remember his name.
But
but I know what you're talking about.
But it's like the young
he got called out.
The young guys try to do too much. You know?
Yeah. Like, you gotta give respect to the guys, you know, especially the older guys, the vets. You know, you can't shit on them
for sure.
Like if the guys your age, fuck yeah, talk your shit. You know what I mean? That's all good.
And that's why like. Yeah, I'm like, you know, kind of pay homage to, pay respect and whatnot. And I don't know, it's just me as a person, but
and it's the right thing to do. Like, how can you talk shit about someone that took it on short notice and has already been in the game for so long?
Exactly.
Why? Like, what? There's no fucking reason for it.
I don't gain anything from that. So
there's no.
I was just like, just talking about like obviously my future and just getting the job done and stuff and. Like,
but what's the vibe like? You know, now that's.
But I'll tell you one thing is it's nerve-wracking, bro. Like I think for me, and then like talking on the mic is all good, but it's like in the anticipation of it, like like bro, like you don't want to crack a high. I'm like you know dry as like I'm cutting weight.
That's like
I'm low on water. Like I had like 400 mils to last the day. You know?
Fuck.
So I'm like licking my lips, bro. Like, you know.
And then there's like media asking you questions and shit.
And because they're like going in like in a line, I'm like anticipating me, so like my heart's like pounding. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's the anticipation, like you're about to get talked to.
Yeah.
Just being quiet and then obviously opening your mouth and talking.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like that.
Yeah.
So I was pretty nervous, but that's why we do it. It's just to get better at it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And get used to it felt like a mini UFC.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think it's
when
cool.
the UFC press conference comes, that shit's gonna be wild. Fans screaming.
Oh, bro, I've been there, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
They
exactly.
say some outrageous
already
shit.
felt it. Like, you know,
they say some outrageous
expect.
shit, bro, and you sometimes can't even hear what they're saying. Because they're just saying crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just chant and go crazy. They might be chanting against you, you know. So.
Facts. Bro, I need to ask you this. I just thought of it now. Obviously, you fighter, you train hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I want to talk about recovery as an athlete now. Like, because I want to know too, you know what I mean? Because I'm big on that, you know, from bodybuilding days, all the recovering and nutrition and whatnot. Yeah. But recovery-wise, like, what do you do to recover? Like, do you get deep tissue massages? Obviously, you do that. You're sponsored by...
Renew Wellness,
Yeah.
So that was us, and he hooked up through my uncle and that.
Yeah.
Because he helped build that facility.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so that's, he's harder into like saunas and ice baths and stuff. So he kind of teed that up for me, which is real cool.
Oh, that's epic.
But yeah, for a long time I was just doing saunas and some sort of like ice bath. I was like buying ice and chucking it in my own bath. Back home. Yeah. Just going to the local sauna and bro, the main one is sleep. Sleep is the main one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's the key, and it could be affected by like a lot of things, like obviously work.
Yeah.
The way you training late, and obviously you need to get an understanding on like pushing your body, how far you can push it, and where it's like too much.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know when you haven't had that many fights. You know, you don't know how hard is hard because. Only you do because you do the work that you do at your job and at training and you coming home and the drive as well. The drive, that's something you gotta anticipate like yourself. Like no one can really like look at your whole life and tell you how you're gonna feel on this day, you know what I mean? So I've gotten pretty good at that. I've worked I've done like a 40-50 hour job and trained up for King of the Ring, you know. And my job was like loading containers, bro. Like sacks of bags, and I was like cooked, bro.
You would have been wrecked.
Yeah, and that's just, sometimes you got to push through some shit ones. The first camp I ever did at City Kickboxing was the worst camp I'd ever done, bro. And I was not confident I was going to win King of the Ring.
It's because the
second one I won. Yeah, it was the second one I won. I just got here. I used to run more, so I wasn't used to the bikes. Yeah. Because they do a lot of, obviously, a lot of airdyne bikes. And I was training with Doug like every morning at 7 a.m. And then I had to work from 1 p.m. up until about 11 p.m. at night. Oh, shit. So I was doing like a 10-hour shift, every night. And getting up to train again at 7 in the morning. But because I didn't train, because I had what's it called? I couldn't make VO2s in the evening. We used to push them all at 7. So I would do 30 minutes of pads. I would do VO2 max every morning around like 8. Yeah. Bro. And then I would do 9 a.m. kickboxing drills. Fuck? So I was doing that and then going home and I was like literally like fizz. Like I was wired as, bro. Yeah. And I couldn't sleep, bro.
Yeah, obviously not.
I would go to work. I would go to work at 1. I'd be on like V's and shit, and I couldn't sleep when I'd get home. When I'd get home at night, I'd be up. I'd be like wired as, and because I was like forklifting, so like the noises I'm hearing, like loud beeping noises, a lot of like forks clanking on the floor, like it was just like stuck on me. That was the worst camp I ever pushed through. I went in there like literally in pieces, bro. Yeah. I went in pieces, but I didn't want to like tell Doug I was like not feeling good. Because I felt like it was a test because he was like really pushing me out. And bro, that was the worst camp. So every camp I've done since then is like nothing to me. I'm like, that was the worst camp, but it was like the biggest blessing as well. Because like now I'm just like, bro, I can fucking train for everything.
I think Shaq was telling me about that. I think it was one of your King of the Rings where you're in the sauna and you were feeling like dead. Was it that one?
Bro, I was like sick. You
were sick.
I was sick as going into the 8-man. I remember doing media as well, like for multi television.
I need to do media
and I had to like sneeze my nose and like get ready to like speak and stuff. It was real bad. And I went in, and I was like, I almost went into that tournament like not giving a shit. Like I was like, I don't even want to win this right now. But I just like managed to switch on last minute, and I told my brother, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna win this shit. I'm gonna smash everyone. Like.
That's what he told me. He's like Nav was sick as fuck, but he told me I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna smash all these motherfuckers. I was just like, bro, I want to show those levels, you know. And I won, but fuck, that was the worst one. But yeah, like in terms of like recovery now, it's like the biggest one that I've learned so far for recovery is like the strength and conditioning, bro, and training where you're weak, bro, like because. Like a lot of people like don't want to do it because they don't want to get big and whatnot. But bro, now that I've gotten older, like I'm mid-20s now, that's when I've started to notice like big faults in my body, you know. I think 2022 was the most injuries I had in a year, like my neck. Right. Like I like hurt my neck a lot. I like blew ligaments in my elbow. Just like I was just getting injured crazy. Strength and conditioning, I didn't realize how important it was because I stopped it for a long time. And because I just didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh bro, I'm just gonna drop it because I'm just too taxed from training as well. Strength and conditioning, bro, like figuring out where you're weak and obviously talking to a trainer or building something is big, bro. Like when you get, especially MMA, because like MMA is such a heavy workload. I never really felt it as a kickboxer, but MMA, bro, is like your shoulders are pulled forward, you know, like, all the time. So you need like the strength in your like. For me, it was like building the strength in my upper back to pull my shoulders back. So I'm like here, because I used to find it hard to warm my like arms up, like my chest. Because your traps. And
then you're getting like tight and like you might have a tight chest, so you need to like compress it out and stretch it. You know, and that can be something like causing your shoulders to round forward. One there, like I've noticed recently, talking to like physio, and there's like for a long time I couldn't turn my left kick over or throw my left kick at all, like. Because it was just causing me too much pain. Like anytime like my groin would get like stretched like further than normal, I was like, nah, bro, I can't kick, and I had to like roll out like my inner thighs, like
scar tissue or something.
And bro, like I like really like pressed it hard. And bro, I like opened up my kicks instantly. And I never knew because all the pain was not where I was feeling it. I was feeling the pain in the hips and like my glutes. But it was like my inner thighs, you know, that was causing the pain in my hips. Bro, and then like when sometimes my quads like swell up and they get real sore. It's just because my like hamstrings aren't like opened up either. They're like weak or something. And like, bro, I don't know this stuff. Because I just train.
I'm a big believer in foam rolling. I tell my brother all the time. Because I used to bodybuild. I used to compete in bodybuilding. So foam rolling is such a big thing. It helps open up everything, bro. Like
I use a ball now, because I find like sometimes the foam roller doesn't get right into it.
In those areas, especially the glutes.
Bro, for me it's the hammies, like if you foam roll your hammies, like you're not gonna get shit. But I get like a ball and
that shit hurts like a bitch, bro.
And I get into the hamstring and it's like killer. Like, cause I never really got massages because I can't afford it, bro. It's like 120 for sports massage, bro. Who can afford that? You know what I mean? So I never paid for sports.
Those are good. I used to go for those. I'm going for one now on Tuesday because my shit's all fucked up right now.
I need to get into that, bro.
And that's the beauty about it. When I used to bodybuild, I learned so much about nutrition, recovery, and how to look after the body, how to open up what muscles work where, and you know that's really helped me a lot with my fight training. You know,
bro,
what I mean?
It's like building body armor, bro. Like really, I think that's what people need to realize is it's not necessarily it is for performance, but I mean, I'm like, fuck, I feel good anyways. I'm not like a superstitious guy, but in terms of like feeling like not injured. Like I see people like fucking warming up their knees for a fucking whole hour. It's like fuck that, bro.
I was gonna say too.
Just build where you're. There's something there's something in your kinetic chain that's like that's
That's
causing
fucked
that.
up,
So you need to like work on that.
Exactly.
But I'm not like a fucking elite. Sports.
But still, you know it.
But like,
I
know enough to like be like recommend it.
Hell yeah. And I fully recommend it because like, when I stopped lifting weights and I started training, bro, like, after my second fight, like all my joints started hurting because I stopped lifting weights. Like the weightlifting helps with your tendons and your joints. It's not so much for the muscle. Fuck the muscle. You're gonna get the muscle anyway. Muscle's always gonna be there. You're working muscles, whatever you're doing. It's more for your joints and also just getting your skeletal system to be in its right position.
Correct,
you know what I mean? Correct position. Because if those muscles get weak, they're not holding your joints in the area it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's like giving a ticking time bomb for injuries.
Facts.
Straight up, bro. Like. Strengthening, conditioning,
and that's why I'm working. Obviously, you're working with let's shout out the mud.
Out the mud,
You're working with Brandon. Shout out to my guy Brendan.
So he's been helping me. Obviously, staying strong on the areas I'm weak, but no, it's just utilizing my frame and really putting some strength into.
Fuck, that's gonna be scary.
What's that red light therapy? I've seen you and Shaq doing it. What is? It's
I mean, I'm kind of new to it.
Yeah.
They get into the science of it, but like a lot of doctors are recommending it.
What's the basics of it? Like?
What's it for? Just
it's supposed to be for like recovery and your skin cells and stuff like that.
Cells,
mitochondria.
Right. Breaking down the cells.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Bro said mitochondria. I need to Google that shit real quick.
It's supposed to help. With the.
With the mitochondria.
Sorry, I lost the script, bro. But
nah, you're good.
Bro, I'm like one of those guys. Like, I'm gonna feel good with either. But I'm 100% all for
whatever's gonna elevate you.
Trying for everything.
I
didn't try roasting the nuts a little bit, but I've seen some of those ones. I don't know. I whipped the sack off the side. I just went for the feeling on the skin. I've heard some funny ones on roasting nuts. I haven't tried that, but there's that. There's the red light therapy. They got the electromagnetic bed, bro. That feels the pimp bed. That feels.
That thing that you put your legs in.
Not that one. That's like a compression.
Lymphatic
drainage. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I got that as well.
Yeah.
That one's out of it, bro. Like
that must feel nice, like after a long camp.
It does. It does.
To like flush out all that shit.
Some like you get real good ones, and they like move. The pressure moves up your legs, so it kind of feels like a massage.
Right.
But I think they had that for like people with diabetes to like get blood flow to the legs and stuff. But that's good. They've got that. They have obviously the pimp bed. That's like a electromagnetic bed. So like, bro, you're like on a bed. And it's like electrocuting you like in a weird way. It kind of feels real out of it. Like I was kind of like, whoa, what is this? You like feel like you're like electrocuted, but it's supposed to like you feel it where you're inflamed. Yeah. And for me, I was feeling it in my upper back and traps and my hips. Yeah. Which is where I do get sore.
That's buzzy.
So I was like, and then when she turns it up, like it's kind of painful, but it's soothing at the same time. It's a weird sensation. But you usually have to come in and see it. But
definitely need to.
And they're getting more. They're having the.
Have you done cryotherapy before?
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting cryotherapy. I've never done cryotherapy, but they're supposed to be getting cryo and hyperbaric chain.
I want to try that shit.
Sounds nice.
That's that one. I've done hyperbaric chain before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Let me tell you, it's scary, bro. Like,
is it?
Because you're in a tube.
Yeah.
And
they lock it.
And they lock it, right? They lock it. So if you get claustrophobic, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Because you have to tick off like a list sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because you go in and you can't even hear anything. It feels like you're in a full-on spaceship and they like talk to you through like a mic.
But if you feel like uncomfortable, you want to get out, can they get you out?
She locked me in and she goes, just let me know how you're feeling, okay? And I'm like, yeah, I feel all good. And then she's like, we're going to add the pressure up, okay? So just make sure you check in with me. I'm like, pressure? I'm like, what pressure? And then because they got to raise the oxygen in the air. So that means there's like more pressure and then your ears start popping.
Yeah.
Right. And then like bro, and they start popping like intensely like you like almost feel the pressures drop.
Oh,
yeah.
Kind of like, you know, when people talk about like diving, you like aren't supposed to come up fast.
You
got to take your time because of the pressure.
It does. Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So they said like we can't just like let you out.
Yeah.
So don't like panic. And I'm like, don't panic. Now you're making me panic. Like, I'm like, fuck, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm in there, bro. And I'm like feeling my ears are like getting exploded. Like I'm like, holy shit. Like we're moving quick. And she's like, we'll let you settle here. And I was like, settle here, like I'm ready to get out. And then like, oh yeah, did settle. She's like, you want to go up? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Are we good to go up? She's like, yeah, we'll go up. And then she starts turning it up, bro. And I'm like, holy shit, like you feel it. But apparently, like that increased oxygen, what it does is it increases more red blood cells. So this is something like I do know a little bit about. Yeah. And that obviously helps like your recovery.
More
and
oxygen
stuff.
into your
because
body.
you got more blood.
Yeah.
And, basically when they're doing it, it helps for like your head injuries and stuff like that. Like they're saying people are doing like multiple sessions. They're suffering from like CTE and they're coming in off like car crashes. People have like fully like revived themselves from like car crashes, like from doing regular sessions. They're doing that. Right. So it's pretty out of it. So if they get that at Renew, that'll be sick.
Bro, that'd be epic. I'll definitely put it up. Renew Wellness, right?
Yeah. So you imagine like, you know, you get knocked out, like you in a fight, you take a lot of damage, like and you see people like straight back into the next fight 6 months later, you know, like they're probably not even giving themselves like the proper rest and recovery. I was thinking like I've never been knocked out, but when that day comes, like really like taking care of myself and
so now you got the tools.
Doing the time to like, you know, invest and try and do some sessions like that, you know. Could be a game changer.
For
you
sure.
know? I don't know. I'm not like a
but and if it increases your red blood cells, that even helps your cardiovascular system as well, because you have more blood, you can push more oxygen into your muscles and whatnot. So your cardio is going to be out there. So
so bro, that's a big thing that could be coming to Renew. So
bro, I need to pull up to Renew because I want to go. I see you going because they have the sauna and the ice bath.
Yeah, I'll take you through because it's pretty expensive. But
I have to take
one at a time. But
good. Take me first.
They even have like a rooftop section as well.
Is that where the little
the sun and stuff.
Is it by the tennis thing in town?
Yeah. So it's at Next Gen.
Next Gen,
Center.
Oh,
so they got an upstairs section.
The upstairs is sick, bro.
You see
so sick.
Makes you feel like you made it, bro.
Bro, my apartment is
straight up, bro. I feel like I'm about to shoot a music video.
Bro, imagine shooting a music video out there. That'd be
they got that because they got like the infrared sauna there, the normal traditional sauna. The spa, cold plunge, shower.
Everything's right there,
and
bro.
then there's the outdoor pool as well. So I usually book the sessions up there, but sometimes it gets pretty packed up there. And we got someone booked there, but they treat me like the king there. They're like, bro, you get like full access to everything.
Sick, bro.
If you want to do a session on the Pimp Bear red light, do whatever you want. Just give us notice. So they treat me well there. So
that's awesome, beautiful, man. Shout out to Renew Wellness, man. Shout out to them. And
we'll pretty much wrap. We've been going for the time. I don't want to take too much of your time as well. Thank you for coming, bro.
Bro, appreciate you guys.
I really appreciate you coming, bro. Thank you so much for this.
It's almost 2 hours, so I feel like we got enough. I don't want to take too much.
All good.
Well, we'll end on this. I asked Taz this as well. I'll ask you this as well. When it's all like said and done, right, your career, how do you want to be remembered? Who do you want to be remembered as, or how do you want to be remembered when it's all wrapped up?
Definitely want to be. When it is all said and done, I definitely would like to be in the talk for like being one of the best MMA fighters. Yeah. And obviously like people's like own interpretation of that, they all have their own opinion. Yeah. But to be like mentioned among the greats like John Jones, GSP, and Israel Adesanya, I want to be compared to those guys. You know, like long after my career is done. So that would be cool. That would be cool. That for me, that would be like being immortal. You know, like living through time. You know, as one of those guys.
It'll be etched in history forever.
Exactly. And if I can get the belt while I'm alive, and possibly another one. that would be cool as. Yeah. That would be like me edging my mark in the world.
Yes, sir.
And living forever. You know?
Yes, sir. Eternalized.
So,
Yeah. So you want to win the light heavyweight belt and the heavyweight belt.
Yeah. Obviously, that's a big thing, but big dreams, but you know.
No doubt.
Yeah, I would probably try to do it the old skip the Q way and just win the one belt and then
get the other one.
Yeah. Whoever's up there, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
let's say let's get it.
Give me a shot. You know?
Yeah.
Because I see some big boys in there.
Hey, you can bang with some big boys, bro. You can bang with some big boys.
I think that would be cool. So
fuck yeah.
Why not dream big? I've come this far.
Yes, sir.
People thought I was insane back then.
And
so
you definitely will, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Straight up.
It's such a pleasure, brother. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on here.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
My guy, Navajo Stirling,
Yo.
Lucky King, my brother Kamif. This is Blatancy. We motherfucking out.
Yo.
Peace.
That's a wrap.